but I hope everyone's doing well this morning. We're talking from a festive scene about the weekend, which actually I did mean to do some reaction to yesterday, but didn't because I thought it was a bit of a strange one, really. I mean, I know Arsenal at the end of the game yesterday were, some would say lucky. I think ultimately Mo Salah has probably ended up as the big winner when it comes down to it. Certainly, I think with regards to Chelsea, good win for them. And as I said, Arsenal, Wolves played in a different way, I suppose, didn't they? But let me know how you're all doing this morning. Welcome to the That's Football channel. I'm live reviewing the weekend from yesterday. Normally I'd have match reactions for you, but I've had a little bit of a weekend away. And I do think that I was expecting to do some match reactions yesterday, but it really wasn't as good a weekend as I thought it was going to be. I think Mo Salah wins in the end was interesting from Liverpool's point of view. I think Arsenal maybe were a little bit lucky. Chelsea a very good win. And you know what? I think over the last few weekends, we've had a lot of times where we've had results that have gone off that where you go, that's a shock. Chelsea in crisis, Liverpool in crisis, Arsenal bottle it. But I think hopefully we might get some of that today with Palace against Man City. But I think yesterday went to plan, didn't it? I mean, Liverpool scored within a minute. Chelsea dealt with Everton quite comfortably. And Arsenal got the job done in the end. But let's start off with Mo Salah. Has he won out today? Yesterday, I think ultimately it couldn't have gone any better for Salah yesterday. I mean, I was of the opinion that maybe they would leave him out. They put him on the bench. They were winning 1-0. He came on very, very early because of the Joe Gomez injury. Did reasonably well. Heads off to the AFCON. Ultimately, Liverpool clearly now are trying to protect their asset and maybe keep him till the summer. So Salah has won. Salah. That's not a bad thing. It's not Jamie Carragher time. It's not a bad thing. But I think it's from Salah's point of view, it couldn't have gone any better. The crowd reacted to him. He's a club legend. He came on. He wasn't left out of the game, and he's probably not going to go anywhere in January, is he? So I think from Mo Salah's point of view, it worked very, very well for him yesterday. And a good win for Liverpool. I mean, I think Brighton are a team that, have been decent this season. But it was a weird, this one, that's why I put it on the thumbnail, strange Saturday. I was sort of busy yesterday because I'm away for the weekend. So I will do match reactions today if there's a good result. If Palace gets something against Man City, certainly. But I think that for me, it's been not a bad weekend to choose to sort of Man United are playing on a Monday night, which I'm back for the watch along tomorrow night. But this weekend, I've just thought, sod it, it's been a tough year. A tiring year, not a tough year. And I just felt like a little bit of a break. And, sometimes you pick it and you think, oh, God, there's going to be so many good results. And I did look at yesterday and I went, good result for Chelsea, good result for Liverpool, good result for Arsenal. We all would have predicted it. I think I did on win, lose or draw. Job done. The big story is Salah. And how it's worked out for him. But it's not necessarily bad for Liverpool. In a way, it kills the story. And I was saying this to someone last night in the bar. I said, they were saying, Salah's won here, Slot's in trouble, Slot's in danger. And I went, well, is Slot in danger? He's just killed the story. They've won the game. They haven't conceded. Mo Salah played. Now Salah's gone for a month. Liverpool work without Salah. And even if they want to get rid of him in January, everybody's not talking about it anymore because Salah played. Salah's not moaning anymore. Now he's gone to the AFCON. Liverpool get on without him. So I don't think it's necessarily bad for Slot. What I would say about Liverpool is you've got Alonso, who is probably going to get sacked by Real Madrid very, very soon. And you've got Arne Slot, who's probably still going to be in danger. But looking at Liverpool's next few games, I do think that Brighton result will do them the world of good. Clean sheet, good performance, good 3 points. They've got Wolves coming up at home soon. So I think they'll be okay. But look, we'll have to keep an eye on that one. With regards to Liverpool, lots of people in the live chat talking about Liverpool. Make sure you smash a like on the video if you're watching live, by the way. I don't get to do match reactions live normally. I'm sat next to a Christmas tree for company here. Woom says, I captain Saka. What do you think of Tottenham? Difficult game today, Kalen, against Spurs. But I think City will beat Palace. I don't think I'm going to be back live later going, oh, what a shock result. I'd like to be, but I don't think it'll happen. With regards to Arsenal, can I just say, there was a few United fans. Oh, let me just bend over. Not in that way. I've got my tea here. There's a few Arsenal fans yesterday talking about... No, there's a few United fans yesterday saying beating Wolves isn't for everybody. And I'm like, you know what? Sometimes football analysis is just so terrible, isn't it? Really terrible. I'm not sick. I've just been drinking a lot this weekend and probably look a bit rough and sound a little bit rough. But the tea will sort me out. I think, and the lighting's crap and the audio's crap. So I have got better audio than this. I just didn't plug it in. I saw a lot of United fans on social media last night talking about how, beating Wolves isn't for everybody. And, we beat Wolves, could have beat Wolves 8-1, and Arsenal haven't had a shot on target after 70 minutes and they need a last minute goal to beat them. And I was like, sorry, I've just had a super chat here from Nosk saying, sorry for being random, but do you know if Mbeumo and Ahmad will be gone from Man United's game tomorrow? I think they're both playing as far as I'm aware. But back to Arsenal, I just want to say, to all the United fans that were trying to give it the big one, Wolves opened up like a 24-hour Tesco against us last Monday night. They ridiculously decided to open up and try and play football, and we exploited the space. What they should have done is what they did last night. In fact, you know what? Wolves respected Arsenal and parked the bus. Against us, they clearly didn't respect us because they opened up, left the space, and we destroyed them. So, you know what? If people can't analyse 2 games of football, then you need to get back online with your bloody hipster bloody apps and get your tissues out, because you're not welcome on a proper football conversation. Because comparing Arsenal getting a last-minute equaliser to Man United battering Wolves and saying, we must be better than Arsenal, is idiotic analysis at its very best, because they parked the bus. They parked the bus, which they should do against Arsenal. They frustrated Arsenal, and they nearly got an amazing result. Against Manchester United, they opened up like a bloody hooker on holiday, and we banged them. And, and we did it numerous times. So if what I'm saying is, if Wolves had played like they did against Man United, against Arsenal, they would have got beat 10-0. So I think, look, I've seen Man United win many titles. I'm old enough. And, it's not always about the final score. Sometimes, would you rather have had an absolutely brilliant game and VAR robs you at the end and you draw 4-4, or would you rather play absolutely shit and win 2-1? Take the points. It's as simple as that. So I don't look at Arsenal's result yesterday and go, that's a bad result. I look at it and go, it's a good result. I think it's a good result. And they've got 3 points. They'll look at Man City today, and if Man City play well but drop points, then, that would be very, very good for them, wouldn't it? So, look, good result for Arsenal. Very good day for Mo Salah. Let's not forget Chelsea got a good result as well. They've been in terrible form since the Arsenal 10 against 10 men. Very good draw. But since then, they've been really bad. Everton are no mugs. Everton had just been to Bournemouth and won. They've just been to Old Trafford and won. They were going to Stamford Bridge. They've lost to Sunderland at home. That could have been a difficult game. And I think as a Chelsea fan, sometimes you've got to appreciate the enormity of just going and winning a game of football. So I think from Manchester United's point of view, and that's football, but let me know your comments. What did you think of the weekend? I thought it was a bit of a strange one. I thought we didn't get the drama with Salah, which I think is a good thing, because I think Salah's a Premier League legend, and I'm glad it's been resolved, and I thought it would. And I think Liverpool have handled that really well. And I think although it looks like Salah's won, I think Liverpool have won. They've killed the story. He's away for a month and they can do what they want in their own time without pressure from the media. I think Arsenal ultimately have won. Don't listen to the negativity. You've won. And I think Chelsea have won a game that they could have lost. So from a United point of view, this is the problem with playing on a Monday night sometimes. When the results go your way, you're ready to pounce like we were last week. But this week, everybody's winning. And it's a little bit... it makes it, we've got to win tomorrow night, but it's one of those weekends so far where all the big teams are winning. I really do think Man City are going to beat Palace, and it makes me wonder, will Newcastle beat Sunderland and Forest and Spurs beat Forest? So it could be that type of weekend. There's not really been any dramas, has there? But I am live. I don't normally do this. I'm on a roller coaster, you cheeky gets. I'm not on a bloody roller coaster. No, I'm holding my phone with my hand and I'm getting a bit of cramp. Arsenal didn't score a goal. Well, they won 2-1, mate. So, boo-hoo. It's a good result for... Who else played yesterday? Fulham battered Burnley, which I think I did. I think Robbie went for that. I didn't. Oh, God. I speak. Are you doing any watch-alongs today? God, no. No, I'm having a weekend away. I will react if there's a good result. I mean, last year, I was in the same place and City lost to Villa. And I was in the woods live going Police Navidad. So, I mean, it could happen, lightning could strike again, but it doesn't feel like that sort of weekend at the moment. It feels like everybody's just going to win. and hopefully Man United will win. But we could do with some people dropping points because we've got 2 difficult games coming up. Who's everybody got next? I don't know who. I think Arsenal got a couple of good games coming up. Man City seem to play crap every week, crap teams. Liverpool, I know they've got Wolves coming up. So I think the festive period is going to separate the wheat from the chaff. And I think that come New Year, this congested 10th to 3rd will have disappeared. So yeah, I think that will happen. Man United Planet says you're addicted to working, Mark. It's the weekend, mate. You've got to react to it. But look, I think Why Are You Live says now, because I didn't do any match reactions yesterday, and I realised that I might not do any today. So I wanted to just do a little bit of a reaction to the scores yesterday, which all went the way we thought it would. But look, as I said, regards Mo Salah, I've seen the interaction on X between, Carragher's, I don't know why Rio does it. He's not intelligent enough for online banter, and he's been absolutely rinsed. And then he's replied with a fish and bait, and it's like the worst. It's like my reply to bloody Leyton Orient a couple of years ago. I just absolutely roasted myself. But I don't look. Carragher's got to do Carragher, of course. But I personally think the way, and I did say this in the week, Liverpool Football Club, whether I like them or not, will handle this in the best way for Liverpool Football Club, and they have. And some people think Salah's won. Personally, I think it's good for Salah. But I said at the start of the week, what Liverpool need to do is find a solution that maintains Salah's status as a legend of Liverpool, but also puts Liverpool Football Club at the front. And what they've done is perfect. He's on the bench. He didn't start. He wasn't left out. He's come on. The crowd have appreciated him. They've won the game. He goes to the AFCON. Liverpool crack on without him. Liverpool don't have Salah for the next month. So Liverpool write their own story. I think it's good for Liverpool Football Club, but I think it's good that the Salah thing has been resolved. And that's something I wish Manchester United had done over the years. We're really bad at resolving things like this, but I think Liverpool have come out of it really good. Ekitike looks really good. Could be an amicable split, says today. And an amicable split, something else, isn't it? So yeah, I think it works really well for them. Obviously, if they'd drawn yesterday or they'd lost, we saw what happened with Leeds. Those things can cause problems. So I think it worked really well. Please do smash a like on the video if you're watching, by the way. We've got 2,400 watching and 270 likes. So thank you very much for that. I'll love you and leave you because I realise there are matches coming up at 2:00 and I might be reacting again later. So thank you everybody for watching. But all in all, a bit disappointed this weekend, I've got to be honest. But from a That's Football point of view, we don't just respond to things that work for me. I think it was a very good weekend for Chelsea, Liverpool and Arsenal and Fulham. And we didn't really get the shocks that I maybe thought we would have done with Brighton and Everton and, well, not Wolves. They probably did the best out of all of them. But let's see what today brings. I'm looking at that Palace Man City game, but I just think the way it's going, we're probably not going to get any shocks. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care. And obviously, I'm waking up as well to what's gone on Bondi Beach in Australia, which is very traumatic for everybody. So thoughts and prayers with everybody involved in that. I'm sure everybody is keeping an eye on that one as well. So anyway, enjoy your weekend, everybody, and I will speak to you all a little bit later. Take care.